It is Friday, the 28th of February. Today is a shot day. I weighed myself this morning and I came in at 236.8, I believe it was. That's a 4 pound decrease from my last official weigh in day. I gotta say, I weighed myself yesterday and I was 235.4, something like that. I was like, come on. And then I was up, but overall I'm down. So it's a win and we'll take it. I really think a lot of it has to do with that Cagrilintide shot going up to 1 milligram. Like I wasn't hungry. Nothing really sounds good or sounded good. And so between the two of that, I don't think I was taking in a lot of calories this past 5 days. Who knows if that's healthy or not, but literally nothing sounds good. I'll look in my fridge and I'll be like, well, we've got some like leftover ribeye. It's a premium cut of meat. And I'm like, eh. We'll have like a already cooked hamburger, just like a patty. And I'm like, eh. Salads don't really sound like nothing sounds good. And I've heard of that happening with folks before, and I'm still eating food, here and there. But that's my point being, I do attribute the lack of really anything standing out to me being like, oh, I need to eat this as being the reason. So, I took 10 milligrams of my Tirzepatide today. I'm doing that every 5 days. And my Cagrilintide, I'm just doing on Sundays still, and I am to 1 milligram of the Cagrilintide. I had a good couple days where I didn't have heart palpitations. I was pretty pleased about that. They have hit today a little bit, so I don't love that. I did take my shot already, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, it's been a while since I've showed you guys me putting a shot together. So I'm not going to show you putting the cartridge together because I already have a full cartridge here, but this is that version 1 pen that I've been using. I label it and I say how much backwater I did, what my dose is, and then how many units, just so I remember, because I have so many pens going right now, it's hard to keep track. So this is what it looks like on the inside. This comes out like that. So this is the cartridge. This is the amount of liquid that I have in it. It goes in here like this. Generally speaking, this isn't up like this when you first put it together, but I've been using it. Just clicks in. So you can see right now that this isn't where it needs to be. It's because it just came out a little bit. So I'm just needing to make sure that that's solid against the top there. That should be fine. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is an insulin pen tip. This is a 32 gauge, 4 millimeter. So just like regular, like when you typically clean your vial before you, inject with it, before you put your needle in, rather. This, let's see if we can get it to focus. I don't think it's going to want to. There, yep, there we go. It's got a needle on the inside as well as the outside. So that needle right there punctures the gasket right there. So, and there we go. So that needle, you're going to put it in. It just slides through the rubber stopper. You spin. This is the needle cap. This is the whole cap. And that's the needle. Very small, 4 millimeter. Then you twist this to whatever your dose is. Mine is 25. So that's what I will be injecting today. All right, kind of a weird angle, but I'm I'm going to go close to this mark. So you use your alcohol wipe, thoroughly clean the area, let it dry for a moment. Now, some people say it matters where you insert the bevel of the needle. I gotta say, I don't pay attention to that. I just inject myself, and then it's 25 units. I let it sit against my skin for a minute because sometimes the vacuum pressure in there takes a minute. And then gently pull it out. When you're done, you put your caps back on, you untwist, and then you just pop the lid back on. Easy peasy. And then this goes back in my fridge. Okay, so some people have been asking, how do you put the pen tips on, and how does this work, and how does that work? So there's a little breakdown of kind of what that entails, what that looks like. I don't usually take the cartridge out every time. That was just because I was taking the plastic piece out so you guys could see how it fit in. But shot itself was fine. Having some heart palpitations today. I don't love that. I'm not sure what has spurred them. I don't know. I've been having the last couple days some bathroom emergencies, if you catch my drift. Like yesterday morning at 2 o'clock, like it hit with a vengeance, and I was up for a good 10 minutes. I don't know. I can't pinpoint it to anything. Like I haven't been eating. I had a salad that day, and I had some grapes, not a lot of grapes. So it's not like, oh, you just had too much fruit. Just like a small handful, like probably under 10, between 5 and 10 grapes. Like it wasn't a lot, you know? And then the day before, I was having some, I got to go to the bathroom right now situations. I don't know what's causing that. I was a little nervous that maybe it was my increase in testosterone. I haven't heard of that being a thing. I don't know. I was sleeping great for a while. The last couple days, I feel like it's taking me a long time to actually fall asleep, and I'm waking up frequently. So I don't know what to attribute that to. I don't know if it's just like overall life stress. My husband and I have been talking about finances, so maybe that's playing a part. I have no idea. Other than that, though, other than the kind of not great sleep and the heart palpitations from today, in general, I would say I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty cocky about the weight loss, quite honestly. So we'll see if the trend continues. Fingers crossed. I've been watching some movies lately. I watched Miss Meadows that has Katie Holmes in it. That's a weird movie. She's like this very prim and proper. She dresses like she's from the 50s maybe, and a school teacher, but she's like a vigilante, so she kills people who, I mean, they're bad people, but it's just it's interesting. And then she ends up falling for a police officer. It's kind of strange. I watched the last Venom movie, Venom: The Last Dance. That was good. I pretty sure I shed a few tears in that one. But if you like the Venom series at all, which I think they're funny, like they amuse me. So I enjoyed that one. I would watch it again. There's this book series, I think it's called Marked Men by Jay Crownover. And I saw a trailer for this movie called Rule and Shaw. And I thought, that seems a lot like like that could be a book series. It seems like it came from a book. And so I checked, and it did. So then I read the book series. Maybe I told you guys about this already. I didn't finish book 4, but yeah. Anyway, the movie itself was okay. I feel like maybe it was more of a lower budget film. I had some issues with the sound. A lot of times when they would speak, the music overlay would be too loud. So it was kind of hard to understand them sometimes. But just extremely pretty people, you know, living their lives and going through it. I love the lead lady. She's this little petite thing. She's adorable. And I loved her lips. I was so jealous. But so that one's, you can watch it, you can not watch it. It's kind of whatever. We watched a movie called Elevation. It's got, I can't think of what it is, Anthony Mackie is his name. And the lead lady, She was like in Deathpool. She's been in a lot of things, so you'd recognize her. That one was okay. I felt like there was a lot of plot holes in it. The premise is there are these creatures that suddenly came out of the earth. They almost look like insects, but they killed 95% of the population within the span of like a day or two. But for whatever reason, they can't go above 8,000 feet in elevation. So the remaining population has since migrated into the mountains, and they're trying to find ways to kill these things and then just to survive. For reasons, Anthony Mackie has to go under the elevation to get some oxygen filters for his young son. And there's a hospital in Colorado that they're somewhat close to. So they have to try to navigate through this caving mine system to try to get there. You know, they got to dodge these bad guys, these bad insectsy things the whole time. The lead lady, Monica something, I don't know, from Deadpool, and from a lot of things. She is a scientist, so she goes with them to try to see if she can find a way to kill these monsters. So it was entertaining. I don't think it's going to be one that I'll watch over and over again, because the entire time we were like, why would they do this? Why would they do that? I don't understand what's happening for this thing. But entertaining enough to see at least once. And we started watching Interview with the Vampire, that TV series. And the 3rd season of Reacher is out. I love that guy who plays Reacher. He's huge. He had he was on Jimmy Fallon the other day, and he was telling a story about how he was on a date with his girlfriend or wife. I wasn't quite clear. And he stops a robber and stuff. He was just so earnest about it. It was adorable. But we watched a couple episodes of season 3, and that's pretty good too. All right. Well, my phone is either overheating or telling me storage is low, so I'm going to cut this short. And I'm going to go make myself some baked chicken wings for lunch. I will see you guys in 5 days. I hope everyone's doing well. Bye.